is hot. Hot, hot, hot. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, hey, it's saying boo. That's appropriate. Mickey needs, yeah, Fumble needs, Kel, and JDO. Let's pronounce it Judo. Nah, let's not. JDO. What am I doing now? Okay, I got chain sickles for everybody. And we're gonna go to the Tower of Najima. Ah, come on, tree. I always think I can walk through the trees in this game. I don't know why. Fix my hat here. Okay. Let's go to the swamp. I feel like it's a little faster than the cave to just go to the swamp. In fact, I'm not even sure why the cave's there. Or why the swamp is there. They make each other extraneous. One doesn't need the other. Ah. Boo, beep, 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 boo, beep, 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 boo. Ba, 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 ba. Wow, that's hot. Beep, 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 beep. And let's try out my fairy water here. I got some fairy water, some antidotes, some medical herbs. This should make it so that I don't encounter enemies.
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!
Good timing, Melissa. I'm literally in the secret tunnel. Happy Halloween Eve, which is actually really Happy Hallows Eve. Well, so much for that fairy water. I didn't do anything, did it? I mean, I guess I got pretty far without running into it. Oh, where am I going? This is the way up to the tower. Alright, and then to the... Over there was an inn. This way was the staircase up. Nope, not this way. A little farther. There we go. Beep, boop, beep. Alright, and then we're gonna go southwest to get to the 3rd floor. Beep, 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 beep. This is kind of nice not running into enemies. I'm having the hardest time setting up my printer right now. This is your dumb fault for needing a dumb referral. Just sign it in Adobe. Beep, beep, boop. Alright. We'll send the kids back into some other foster home because you don't want to print out a piece of paper. I'll explain it to them. Alright, let's talk to this fella. Hopefully he's got a key for me. So, you have come, Mickey. I have to physically sign. That's what's really dumb. I dreamed that I gave you this key. So I give you the thief's key. Do you accept it? Sometimes I say no. I see. Even my dreams sometimes don't come true. No, I'm just kidding. I do want that key. Well then, be off with you, Mickey. I'll go back to my dreaming. So what key do I have? Thief's key. Okay, what door does that open? I'm gonna guess this thing right here. Wait, what? Went down too far there. Mickey uses the thief's key. Okay, so that opens gold doors? I wonder if it opens gray doors and jail doors too. Okay, I have lots of doors I could try this thing on. Let's just hop out of the tower this way. You think it hurts when I hop out of the tower? Doesn't look like it did. Alright. There was a door in the cave. So there should be one over here. Some attack. These things are running from me, but they still encountered me while I was using a fairy water. I don't really understand the function of the fairy water. So there's a gold door here. Oi, alright. Come on now. Alright, so where am I now? Oh, this is the castle basement. That's back right there. Does this thing also unlock jail? Alright, so that one... This one goes to the castle. Good. Okay, and then... Where's my section on the castle? Oh, here, right here. Goes to... cave. Yeah, okay, so that's not very exciting. And it doesn't open jail cells, apparently. But there's a whole bunch of gold keys here in the castle, or gold doors. Let's see what we can open here. And see if we can open a silver one with it as well. Here's a gold one right there. Oh, I gotta move my stuff around so the key's on the top of my inventory. Alright, as an old dude here. You can break open the seal on the travel door using the magic ball, I hear. Magic ball, huh? What's a travel door? Oh, is that Cave of Enticement thing where it was sealed? Magic ball. Alright, let's see if Thief's Key works on these gray doors too. Nope. Okay, just the gold ones. They say there is an old man who makes magic balls in the village of Reeve. Okay, so we go to Reeve, we get ourselves a magic ball. There's more gold doors here. Gosh, this music is intense. So we go to Reeve, he'll make us a magic ball. Then we can go to that little hut, or the Cave of Enticement or whatever. I don't remember what was in the hut. There's one. Oh, there's two over here. Yeah, okay, let's check this one out. The magic ball can break down walls, they say. Perfect. Alright. Long ago, the travel door used to be in the easternmost part of Aliahan. So that's what that little hut is? Or what the Cave of Enticement is? Okay. And then in Aliahan there was no doors. In Reeve there were 2 gold doors. And then in that hut southeast of Reeve there was a gold door. Did my fairy water wear off and I just never noticed? Alright, we can just teleport to Reeve with Mickey's return spell. Oh, that's so nice. Beep-beep-beep. Alright, now there was a gold door here in the southwest and a gold door in the northeast. Come, stop trying to talk to the door. Bro. What's up, bud? If you journey east and go over the mountains, they say you will find a small lake. Yeah, that's where that cave of enticement is the small lake. Gosh, I was hoping this gold key would like open all kinds of treasures for me, but so far it just opens a bunch of dialogue. Not even dialogue, monologue. Alright, are you gonna make me a magic ball? Hey there. I've heard the story already. Go ahead and break the seal with this magic ball. Thanks. So I got a key with my key. Alright. Let's go. Well, I have two options here. I have the little hut, or I have the cave. Let's go check, well, whichever one we get to first. I think the hut is first. Yeah, let's check the hut first. Because this one had a gold door. Oh, not much here. Okay. No, try to talk to this fella here. Oh, young lady, do ye have the magic ball? Yes. You must go to the Cave of Enticement. You will find it near a spring. Okay, we're going to the Cave of Enticement. So far getting this key has been pretty underwhelming. The one key that, or the one door that had a bunch of treasure behind it was the wrong color. And I can't open jail cells. But here's where I can use my magic ball. Mickey sets up the magic ball on the on the wall, on the floor. I didn't see what it said. Went too fast. Those statues there kind of look like the Incredible Hulk. Like they have a little shrine here dedicated to Bruce Banner. So I can't print a dock from the dock. I have to go into the HP app and print from there only. Ugh, I need a nap. Sounds like you need a new printer. Oh my. Alright. It is new. Sounds like you need an old printer then. I thought that might be a pit. Four demon anteaters. Those are new. These chain sickles are pretty good. Kel is taking a break. Kel? I would love an old one, but it stopped connecting to Windows 10 plus computers. Too old. Alright, so it looks like if I fall in the pit, I'm always just going to end up in the same pit here. And I bet you that staircase right there goes up to that little downstairs I just saw in that little alcove at the beginning. Which is good, because then I'll know where I am. Very Anvil of Dawn. There was a stage in Anvil of Dawn that was like that. But I didn't fall in the pits in Anvil of Dawn, because it was a big waste of time. Yay, my girlfriends are both a level 11 now. They still don't have any magic points or spells. I think that they get those later. I think that you get the goof-offs to that place in the game that JDO talked about, and they become sages. I sure hope they become sages and become useful. I mean, they're not unuseful now, they're just slightly less useful than the hero, but I guess that's not, like, intentional. The hero was the strongest character in Dragon Warrior 2 as well. Be weird if the supporting cast was stronger than the hero. I wonder if these demon anteaters are like happy about the fact that they're called demon anteaters. Like, why aren't the regular anteaters demon anteaters and these ones anteaters? Like, they're like, hello, that's not cool. We didn't want to be demon anteaters. Okay, so that one, yeah, I was right. That little alcove is where, yeah, okay. Scorpion wasp, spiked hair. No, that's not a horned rabbit. That's a spiked hair. Brother. Alright, so. Mapped out these three so far. Nothing to be done there. Okay, email sent so you can keep the stupid kids I'm fond of. Ugh. Well, thanks, Melissa. Cheers. Ah, some black lemon tea here. Well, it's black tea that's lemon flavored. It's not like we found some kind of magical black lemons. Never mind. I anticipated your asking. Ooh, 4 magicians. Oh, cool. Look at that sprite. With their little... It's interesting. So, as I understand it, the way that NES games work is you have a set amount of sprites. And half of them are dedicated... Well, you have tiles, not just sprites. So a sprite technically is like my character there, that's a sprite. The image below him is not a sprite. He's a sprite. The image below him is a background tile. And as I understand it, NES has like a division between what can be a background and what can be a sprite. And all the monsters in this game are background tiles, because otherwise they'd be flashing constantly, and they're not. So they must be background tiles. Oh, so they're not animated at all. So for all the backgrounds in this game, meaning all the maps, they had to share that space with all the monsters. And that just seems like, gosh, a lot of sprites. I guess that's why they like recolor the monsters a lot, though. Like, it helps to save space. It's just impressive that they have that much, that they managed to get that much out of it, I guess. I don't know. I guess I could like open up the ROM in emulator and like get a look at what's what. But those are not sprites there. They are background tiles. And they were like that in number 2 as well, which is why everything's on a black background when you fight in this game and in the second one. In the first one, you had that little window, and all the enemies were made of sprites. At least it seemed that way. I'm probably the only person who thinks this is interesting. That's okay. I'll be entertained when I watch the VOD later. I'll be like, that is interesting, Michael. That thing I thought earlier. Okay, there's maybe a way to go there, but I kind of wanted to check this way over here. Oh, actually, I bet that's going to wrap around, so let's go that way first. Plus, I like to go to the left first anyway. This looks like it'll just wrap around to nothing here. Oh, not nothing. Oh, see, now I skipped that one over there. Let's see if this will go back to it. Maybe either way is fine kind of thing here. Oh yeah, look at that. So far this cave is not terrifically enticing. Must be something good at the end of it. Boom, bada boom, 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 boom. Don't poison me anything. Although I did buy antidote herbs this time. You know, if I didn't want to get poisoned, maybe I should have attacked the scorpions first. Alright, let's go to the left first. That's my thing. Ah! See? What do we got? Don't be like gold. Antidote herb. Alright. Although I'm a little over-leveled, it feels like, so I'm not getting poisoned a terrific amount. Why does she have, like, a quiver on her back? She doesn't have a bow or an arrow. Oh, you found the sprite stuff interesting? Okay, that's cool, Melissa. Thanks. I mean, nowadays, none of this matters. This was just, you know, they had that many bytes available. Like, that's what the NES was capable of handling, so that's what they were allowed to put in the cartridges. And even if you're going to make NES games today, you're still limited by those constraints, because the NES can't do anything more hardcore than that. You got the sprites you got the background tiles you got. You got to deal with it. Now, you can do a lot to get around a lot of it, because you can, like, flip sprites, you can mirror them, you can rotate them, and you can change the colors, so you can get a lot of use out of the same sprites. But even, like, so not even just all the monsters are background tiles in this game, but also all of the letters, all of the text is background too. Those are all background tiles, as far as I know. So it's just like, wow, how many background tiles did they have? Or maybe they did some kind of interesting manipulation where they were able to get sprites, you know, registered as background tiles. But there are still sprites in the game. Like, these little fellows are sprites. These little PCs walking around the map, and all the little NPCs walking around in town, those are all sprites. All that stuff at the beginning with the dragon and Sir Ortega. Boo 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 boo.
Oh, Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow.
I love it. All right. Thanks, Melissa. What do we got here? You were singing this song earlier, or you were singing the Mr. Plow song earlier? You got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at it. Oh, wait, that's not how it goes. Hang on. Let me start this song. You got a fast car. I want to take you to anywhere. Maybe we can make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Start from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. Skirt, skirt. You got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at a convenience store. Managed to save a little bit of money. Don't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs. Finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. Live with the bottle, that's the way it is. Said his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. My mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give. I said, somebody's got to take care of him. So I quit school, that's what I did. Oh, Kel's singing with me. You see that? You got a fast car. Is it fast enough so we can fly away? We gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. 'Cause I remember we were driving in your car, speeding so fast it felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. And I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. Woohoo! Thank you, Melissa, thank you, Tracy Chapman and Melly for that rad jam. Well, when I got a fast car, I always go. So you make the skirt. Oh, what happened? Why did it turn green? Oh, Kel's about to die. Let's get healed up. I was too busy jamming. I forgot to maintain my party's constitution. Wait, that's not constitution. Whatever. Yeah, that's better. Why did it green? That's funny. Like, the palette just doesn't have red in it right now. So everything went green. That's kind of cute. I wonder if in this game they changed it so that your white turns a color that's in the background already. Because in number 2, and I think even in 1, when you got down low enough, your thing would turn red. All of your white would turn red, and it would change the background tile. So like the ocean would turn red too. And they're like, I don't want that anymore. So let's just change what color the white is. As long as it's not white, it'll indicate some kind of issue. I mean, it went green, so I thought maybe I was poisoned, but it got my attention either way. That's the important part. Gosh, it is too hot. I kept my shoes on, and it's making me hot to have these shoes on. Or maybe it's the socks. Magic knife. Oh, that's not... They had those for sale in Reeve. They're not as good as the magic sickle. They're probably good for if you have a class that can't equip a magic sickle, but everyone I got can equip a magic sickle. What do those goof-offs have in their hands? They look like they have dusters. Like they're dusting the floor. A weird sweater and slippers with the fan going situation. Okay, look at all these doors. Sarah likes that. Sarah likes 5 blankets and 3 fans. I mean, I like to be cooking. Kel, come on, bro. To the left, to the left, to the left. What? What are you doing down here? Babbles? I just shampooed the front half of the house, so I don't want to... Oh, yeah. Walking on the wet carpet never feels right, even if it was you who made it wet with a rug doctor or whatever. Oh, look at that. I fell asleep. A lot of people fell asleep. Did the Babbles do that to me or the Spike Terror? I would guess the Spike Terror, because they're a relatively newer enemy. Can you say relatively newer? That doesn't really make much sense. Oh. Oh yeah, wake everybody back up. Thank you. Good job, Fumble. Okay, here we go. Alright, so that magic orb or magic ball did disappear. It's not part of my life anymore. You got your jack boxes all ready to go? I don't really know if there's any prep involved in using those things. I don't know how they work. You know, I moved back from the microphone while I was singing because I felt like I was a little bit loud, but now I'm a little bit quiet. I don't know what Pico Park is. Wait, is Pico Park that new game you wanted me to try? Because I didn't, like, download it. Yeah, I didn't do any of that. As far as I knew, we were just playing Jackbox. Tell me about Pico Park. What is Pico Park? It makes it sound like it's a small park. Like picosecond? Picoliter? I don't know why you thought I would ever want to play a thing that was new. Or even facilitate other people playing a thing that was new. Even Jackbox is too new for me. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bada, bum. Looks like there's nothing down that one, but we can confirm by going on the one on the right and coming down the left-hand side, we'll be able to see the left-hand side. Pico Park is where you're all a bunch of kittens and do puzzles, but since you all need to co-op, it can be a funny struggle. Like, everyone needs to stand on a bar to lift it, but if someone jumps off too soon, no one can now. That kind of thing. Like that Octopus Dad one, or Human Fall Flat kind of thing. Or like Overcooked. You gotta work together, and if you don't, it's a disaster. See, if you want McCaffreys to install new video games, you gotta text the kids. You gotta text Belle. You gotta text Rory. Like Super Mario Bros, but with 10 of you? 10-player Mario Bros? Be interesting. I can see actually the whole center from this side. No, I'm not trying to search the door. Blurred it. Oh, World of Illusion. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Like, well, so it's like a co-op platform. You gotta work together. I get it. Yeah. I mean, like, Lost Vikings is kind of like that. Lost Vikings is like a puzzle side-scrolling platformer where you have the 3 different Vikings. They each have their different abilities, and you gotta combine them to solve puzzles. All right, good to go. Wait, I did see the bottom of that. All right, so left was correct. And you gotta do it online? Are you supposed to be talking to each other while you're playing? Or is it supposed to be hilariously hard? I kind of want a beer. I've never like drank beer on stream. It's not really my brand. Bum, bum. Get on the same page. F Sunday. You don't work on Sunday? Oh, you want to see my Bowser I've been working on? Check this out. I've been amigurumiing. I've been crocheting since September 4th on this thing. And this is how far I've gotten so far. I mean, I have all the parts. I have a big giant bag of parts. But that's all I've managed to assemble so far. That much has taken me 3 days to put together. I had no idea how much time this thing was going to take when I started. If I had known, I probably wouldn't have started. I probably would have gotten a different, simpler pattern. I mean, I could. Cost you $1 million. Where is this taking me? I will restart the beanie quest right now. Like, you want those Bowser heads on your slippers? Alright, I'm on some kind of island or peninsula with a castle. No, I drank all my tea. Time to switch to water. I mean, yeah, I could crochet, like amigurumi something on the front. You want Oogie Boogie slippers? I decided, you know, since Halloween's tomorrow. This is actually my Halloween costume, too. Can I get out of the forest? Whoa, poison toads! Have to think it over. Sure. I mean, you have 80 million points to go. Ah, poisoned. Actually, I still have no idea how many points it is. It's like 70,000 something to do everything. Aw, just put it on anyway. Sit around the house in it. Alright, who got poisoned? Fummel? Fix yourself, Fummel. Actually, no, somebody has an extra one, because I picked one up. Mickey. Use yours. On Fummel. Your extra one. Huh? What's this text all about? That was a weird text to get out of nowhere. Alright, Fummel's fixed. Grats, Melissa. I'm starting the beanie quest. Okay, it's a peninsula. So, we got a new castle here. Where are we? Romilly. The castle of Romilly. See, like, this is a good example here, Melissa. See how these sprites are flashing? It's because the NES can't have more than 8 sprites in a row. Now, all of my character sprites are actually 2x2 sprites. So, a sprite is 8x8, right? So, with my 4 characters in a row, that's actually 8 sprites in a row, which is good. But now I get in line with this dude down here, and it's now I have 10 sprites in the row. So that's why the goof off on the end and that guy are flashing. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they're taking turns. So, like, but it doesn't happen with the wall here. No problem with the wall. And it doesn't even happen vertically. So those are background tiles. Which is, so when all those enemies are in a row in the battlefield, it's like way too much. It's way too big. There's clearly more than what would be 8 sprites. So they must be background tiles. I need to think of another side-eye drawing. The king here... Alright. I'm gonna be a grown-up. The king here blows hot and cold. I'd be careful. It's just unfortunate that the sentence cut right there and went to the next line. Like, I read that and I was like, what? Hot and cold. So the king is, like, bipolar. Got it. People are more distraught and cold-hearted than they were long ago. Well, yeah, like the world's falling apart, right? Is this some kind of arena? This fight ring is only for monsters. Step right up, witness the breathtaking fights right here in the stadium. You pick the monster that wins and rake in the cash. The tickets are 90 pieces of gold each. What do you say? Want to try your luck? Heck yeah! I don't know how odds work, but this one's got 5-0 odds. That can't be good, right? Let's bet on the Demon Anteater. Alright then, the match is about to begin, so go right in. Wait, what? I'm fighting the Demon Anteater? I thought I was betting on the Demon Anteater. Okay, I'm not doing any of this. They're all fighting each other. Go, Demon Anteater. Oh, come on, Demon Anteater, you got this. No. Come on. You can do it. Yes. 298 pieces of gold. Oh, baby. That was awesome. If you want to watch the match, buy a ticket at the shop on the left. Shush, I'm trying to concentrate. That was sweet. I mean, this feels a little illegal. Ha ha ha, I can't be beat. This is it. Get going. Shoot, nothing's going right today. We're going. Yeah, see, you can be vertically in line with other sprites. That's fine. It doesn't care about that. And NES only cares about horizontal. What's your deal then? Here are the odds for the next match. Only 5 pieces of gold. Are you interested? Sure. Alright, here are the odds. Smart money is on Demon Anteater. That's the scoop. Yeah, Demon Anteater won me 100 or 200. Won me some gold. Alright, so now I don't have to fight monsters to get gold anymore. This shop deals in tools. Iron Apron, that's new. Also, Full Moon Herb is new. Have no idea what those do. I'm gonna have to look up the game manual, find out. Yeah, let's see the new weapons and armor. Okay, Iron Spear's new, Broadsword's new, Shell Armor, Chainmail, and Bronze Shield are all new. Cool. I'll have to experiment with those, see who can wear what, etc., etc. What? There's a door there to a room that has nothing in it. I just can't believe that the Archfiend will conquer the world. I mean, wouldn't be much of an Archfiend if he didn't. He said good afternoon. Do you think he says good different greetings of the day depending on the time of day it is? Like if I come back, well here, it's morning. Nah. I'm on to you. You're just going on rote. You guys hail from Aliahan, I could tell right away. Is it our style of dress, our accents, our complexions, our stench? What is it? How could you tell? What gave it away? Boom, beep, boom. Oh, you've been expecting me? Really? Because I didn't expect to be here. To the far north of this castle lies the village of Canave. Or Canave. Interesting. Got a little tower over here. Am I about to break into the king's bedchamber here? Oh, come back! No, no! Oh, wait, come on, come on, oh, come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh, dude, don't do me like this. Oh, up, 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 up! Dang it! Come on, come back up, come back up, bruh. I'm not. Come on, I'm not leaving until you talk to me. Come here. This is another thief. He looks like the same sprite as Bakar. At least Bakar was sticking by the door, though. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dude. Back up, back up. You can't walk that way. No! Come here. Come on. One more, one more. Up, 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 up. That's better than... No. Come on, come back, come back. Okay, now up, 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 up. Come on, I feel like statistically I'm due. I know that's not how things work, but that's how my feelings work. Come on, to the right, to the right! Yes! Kandor is supposed to be living in the Tower of Champagne and gathering accomplices. I wonder if he's still there. What does that mean? I don't know who Kandor is. I guess we'll find out who Kandor is. Okay, we got another silver door here. First, go north. Alright, that's to the village of Canave. Let's check out this tower while we're here. Hey there, fella. My son loves having a good time. That hasn't changed even since he has become king. We're in trouble deep. Oh, so you're like the... What do they call that? King Regent? Or King's dad. Whatever, he's King Dad. Grand King? I like that. We'll go with Grand King. Thanks, Melissa. There are terrible monsters in the east, but first it's best to set out for the north to try out your skills. Okay. North to Kanave, then east to terrible monsters. Stop walking around in the garden. Was there something over here I didn't check out? No, I came from the bottom part. Oh, weird. That one had an entrance on the bottom. This one didn't. What odd architecture. It's probably like King Sire or something. No, it's Grand King. We decided. We've moved on. His Highness is anxiously awaiting you. Anxiously? Oh, there was a person in the garden there. Hang on. His Highness can wait. I gotta talk to this person chilling in the garden. What's your deal? Numbness will heal by itself if you just wait. But if you use the full moon herb, it will heal right away. Is numbness like paralysis? Okay, so we know what a full moon herb does now. Cures numbness. Which will cure itself. People from Aliahan are warmest welcome to you. Everyone here is polite so far. The Tower of Champagne looms far to the west of the village of Canave. Or Canave. Please listen to our king's request. Well, let's talk to the queen first. I hear Aliahan is a beautiful place. I'm sure the people there have beautiful hearts too. Why is everyone here so polite? This guy looks like the king from the Zora King. Sounds like Kennel Cough. It's self-limiting. Kennel Cough. I welcome you. We've heard tell of the brave hero Ortega who fell in a volcano. Mickey needs that much, Fumble needs that much, Kel and JDO need a bunch more. Yeah, let's... Okay. Well, what about it? Yeah. What's your request? Okay, now I have something to ask of you. Someone named Kandar has stolen the golden crown from the castle. I can see it on your head, dude, you liar. It's right there. If you fetch me that, I will acknowledge you as a true hero. Go then, Mickey. What am I going to do with your acknowledgement? Why do I even want that? Alright, so the Tower of Champagne is west of Canave. So we're going to go to Canave first, and then west to Champagne. I will refer to the VOD for the equipment that is available here. Oh, maybe not actually. I'll probably have to come back off stream to check who can equip what and how good any of it is. Unless it's all the same stuff for sale in Canave. Which is possible. So, I went through that Cave of Enticement and I'm just on a different part of the world now, huh? Because, like, I didn't even go up a staircase. I went through a portal. But, I mean, I can just cast return to go back. I can just teleport from place to place. Rogue Knight. With my teleport town portal spell. This is new. Pretty buff. It's not taking very much damage from my hits. Ooh. Yeah. Pretty sturdy. Wouldn't want to encounter a group of 5 of them. Where is this Canave? What? Oh, everyone's asleep. Must have been the spiked hairs doing that. ambushed. So far, the like NPC hints in this game compared to like Dragon Warrior 2 are much more timely. In Dragon Warrior 2, people would just say random junk at random times, and it's like information that you wouldn't use for another 12 hours. In this one, they're like, all right, that cave you're going to go to in a second has the key. And the door's right here, the key will open them. That was still going? That's the first one I used. I've been using fairy water this whole time and encountering monsters at this rate? What? Also, I like slept in the inn. How did it not run out? That was the longest lasting fairy water ever. It was useless, but it lasted forever. Oh wow, now I'm encountering monsters. I forgot monsters were in this game. Get tremendous hitted. Ooh, treasure chest. What do we got? Medical herb. It's like the equivalent of finding 8 gold. Alright, now we've got Kanave. This is Kanave, a small village surrounded by mountains. You don't have to say that, I'm here. If you go west from this village, you will come to the Tower of Champagne. Or Champagne. We'll call it Champagne. Oh, there's like cassette tapes up here. There's a renowned fighter sleeping here. They say he defeated a bear with his bare hands. His bare hands. Nothing, huh? Can I push these things? Exactly, Melissa. Alright. Bare hands. Bare hands. Got it. Alright. Weapon shop. See if you got the same stuff. Well, weapons and armor. What do you got? Iron spear, broadsword, iron claw. That's new. Half plate armor is new. Fighting suit's new, and iron shield is new. Wow. I'm gonna have to grind so much to afford all this stuff. Hopefully everyone can equip all of it. I have come here in pursuit of Kandar. Apparently he has fled to a tower somewhere. Yeah, the Tower of Champagne, which is to the west. How much does the inn here cost? Wow, these inns are still pretty cheap. Don't suppose the Mona Lisa and princesses from last week still count for me already. Did you do Mona Lisa and rats last week? Like, I mean, I don't really, like, have an issue backdating them for you. Was that you? I thought someone else summoned the rats. I don't even remember now. Yeah, I didn't realize that was you. I thought that was like Dark Mist was summoning him. But we never brought the sweet dog. I rejected the sweet dog. I don't remember. I mean, I can go look it up for you and find out when it was. And yeah, I can manually give you credit for them. Yours was before that. Do you remember what game I was playing when you did it? That would help me find it. Melissa, Sweet Dog, and Princesses. Two streams ago? I was playing Dragon Warrior 3 2 streams ago. Are you sure it was 2 streams ago, or just 2 streams ago that you caught? Because you had your notifications off there for a minute, remember? Oh, you'll find it? Oh, if you're going to do all the work, then yes, definitely. What's in the back of your shop here, mister? I'm going to, like, just kind of break in. Don't mind me. I mean, it is called the Thieves' Key, after all. No, that didn't do anything, did it? Oh, please, you shouldn't have come in here. Didn't do anything. The shop deals in tools. Alright. Same stuff. We have the iron apron here. Find out what that is. It must be like probably like a chest armor. But something that, like, you know, non-soldier types can wear. Yeah, but the thing is, the villagers made the elves angry, so the whole village was put to sleep. There is a sleeping village somewhere. Somewhere? This I can't believe. Okay, what? Dude, why did you move? This is the village eatery. Relax and make yourself at home. Why did I go in that corner? I presumed there would be a staircase there. There was no staircase there. Oh, there's one here though. A little kid. If I know Mama and Papa, they'll be back at nightfall. You got any stuff I can steal? Wow, that was the most boring secret ever. Your Mama and Papa are probably dead. Beep beep boop beep boop beep. Even a very weak wizard can bring down a monster by hitting a vital point with a poison needle. Long ago, they used to sell them at the item store. Poison needle. That sounds like useful information. Alright, let's scout around a little bit from Kanave here. We got like a nice little crossroads here. So I'm going to actually go back down south and make sure that there was nothing down there I missed. Although they did say to the east there were buff monsters. Not helpful, JDO. Grats, Fummel. Getting learning new spells? No new spells, huh? Whoa! What are those? Putrid Pup? It's almost like a Polter Pup. Where's Ghost Dog when you need her? Putrid Pup. Ugh. I think I had one of those when I played Dragon Warrior Monsters. I think I had a Putrid Pup. They're half-melted dogs. They're putrefied dogs. They're putripups. They're just kind of disgusting. I don't like them. They're also pretty buff. By which I mean they don't die in one hit. What are those? Well, what do you mean you were referencing Black Panther? Black Panther was referencing the meme, wasn't it? I've never actually seen that meme. I only know from Black Panther, but somebody told me that Black Panther was referencing TikTok or something. Oh, the meme I don't know. Go to knowyourmeme.com and figure it out, Melissa. Which came first, Black Panther or the meme? My chunklas. Oh look, there's a little hut over here. Another one of those huts. Poison toads. Bada-bada-bump, bump, bada-bada-bump. Did the thing run away or did I kill it? What happened? Gosh, am I even playing this game? Oh, it means sandals? In what language does chanclas mean sandals? That's the rest of the meme? Those are my chanclas? Okay, probably goes to that thing, if I can get through it. Oh, yeah, okay, here we go. You can go to Portoga if you have the magic key. So these are magic doors These gray ones. Spanish? Really? Chancla does not sound like a Spanish word. Oh, it did run away. Okay. And it poisoned me. Well, one of them poisoned me. Oh, grats, Mickey. Learn a new spell? All I care about is new spells. I don't ever cast any spells, but I want them. I did learn a new spell. What did I learn? Fireball. Excellent. Oh, wait, we have one that'll poison me and 3 that'll put me to sleep. This is kind of gnarly. Alright, we're in pretty good shape there after that. We got slept. Nope, we didn't. Everyone resisted. So I'm wrong. It was a vine about an officer's shoes that started. An officer's? Like a military officer? Like a police officer? Did you go to knowyourmeme.com? That's where I go to understand stuff the kids are talking about. Popo? Okay. And a police officer was wearing sandals? I googled, what are those, Origin? What are those? Just had black shoes? Which is like tennis shoes? Oh, let's try my fireball spell. Alright, so it can't hit everybody. Maybe it can hit a whole group. Let's try it out when I have a group to hit. No, they kind of look like my old NJROTC shoes. Just like black dress shoes. I'm gonna have to Google this myself. I don't understand how it's a meme then. Alright, we have a bridge over here. That's probably what leads to the scary monsters. Dodged nimbly? Oh no. Oh, we put quite a few people to sleep. JDO, we need you. There we go. Wake everybody up. Oh, it's getting dark. Sun's getting real low, big guy. Ah, Fummel's poisoned. Fummel's in pretty rough shape, actually. Oh, Fummel's in real bad shape. No, not spell. Well, actually, that's fine, too. Oh, now it's blue because I'm poisoned. That's interesting. No, it's blue because it's nighttime. Awesome. Oh, another Putrepup and killer bees this time. Let's try the fireball on the bees. I don't know why I pushed a bunch of buttons before I decided what I wanted to do, but whatever. Oh my gosh, breaks out in a smile. What? Alright, let's try fireball here. And see if it hits all of them. Because I'm pretty sure Blaze doesn't. Let's see what happens here. Well, that's not going to help my... That was as useless as it could have possibly been. They took out 2 of them, so only had 1 left, and then it missed anyway. It was not as recent. Yeah, that's not new, Melissa. You're getting old. You think things are new that aren't new. I still think of Epic Sax Guy as new, and that came out in 2007. I'm like, Epic Sax Guy, modern memes and comedy, great stuff. 2007. Kids weren't even born. I still think of the 90s as like 10 years ago. Seems good. Wow, it's getting darker and darker. Okay, so this leads back to the East Fork from the village of Kanave here. Man, it's getting kind of too dark. I don't like it anymore. Alright, let's try a fireball again. Everyone else attack the pup so that we don't interfere with my experiment here. Alright, it does hit multiple things when it hits. Doesn't do a terrific amount of damage. I mean, it would have done a terrific amount of damage if it hit all of them. We would have been looking at 60 damage total. What? You didn't even kill the thing? I keep waiting for these things to poison me, but they aren't so far. This is bee drills here. I mean, I guess I got like 30 damage out of casting that fireball, which is not a bad deal. But I don't want to run out of mana and then not be able to cast return. In fact, because I can cast return, I don't want to go that way just yet. I can work back. Oh, I get to attack first this time. Kel! Oh, I wasted our ambush here. Kel is just about useless. Way to go, Fummel. Picking up the slack here. Boo, 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 boo. Avenger Raven? See if these ones are easier to hit with a fireball. Oh, that thing attacked twice. No, don't stack the damage on the one. Come on, this fireball takes forever to cast. Oh, it did get damage that time, though. I have 40 damage out of it. This raven is crushing my face, though. With its double attacks. How much do I need to cast? No cow! Alright, we gotta run now. I'll see how much this costs. More than 7! Hopefully this helps. Yikes! Oh my gosh, this fairy water is useless. Cute crab. Got a kingler and a butterfree here. We may as well be at max health if we're just going to be trying to run from stuff. Oops. No, I want... No, go back. Condition. Mick could use another few hit points. Probably unnecessary, but... Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Whew. Alright, now where was the... Oh, perfect. Hook it up. Yeah, let's revive Kel. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Bing. Well, that was pretty scary. Stinking raven. I don't know why it was so buff. Now in 2 hours, that fairy water will wear off. Alright, let's try it again. Beep, 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 beep. Army crabs. Ooh, nice. Here we go. Get the fireball going at the beginning. Nice. Way to go, team. We needed that. It was a good morale booster. Poning those poor crabs. Didn't have a chance. 20 days ago? Is 20 days ago you redeemed both of them? No, that's too long. No, that's fine, Melissa. Two streams ago. 20 days ago. So that was what, the 10th of October? Yeah, I'll get you credit for him. Boop, beep, boop, 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 doop, boop, doop. But next time, you better start the Beanie Quest first. Because I'm going to say no. I probably won't, because I won't remember saying this. So next time you ask, I'll be like, yeah, sure, no problem. Whoa. We took out one raven already. Oh my gosh, this is 8 attacks between all these things. Okay, so they're not very strong. Wait, what? I don't know what's happening here. I had to find one max streamed since I redeemed... Find the one max streamed since I redeemed Mona for him? Then Rory was asleep, so I was like, where are my ratters? Oh, yeah. Boom, boom. And oh, so he raided me, and then you redeemed rats. That's right, and you had to ask him because Rory was like in the shower or something. He didn't respond to my text. Let's ring a bell. Oh, look at that. There's ice up there. Poison silkworms and Avenger Raven. Oh my gosh. Kel got pwned by those ravens. Animal Crossing? Okay. Well, I can just look up the date. That's fine. I'll track him down. Fummel! We don't have time for that mess. Well, this time I'll have enough to cast Return. Yeah, that ice looks gnarly. No. Alright, well, whatever. There's got to be one here, right? You got a house of healing around here? Yeah, somebody is listening to some music with some bass. Thump, 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 thump. I can hear it. Am I going to have to move around the formation now? Alright, here we go. Let's revive Fummel this time. Wow, maybe I shouldn't go that way. Maybe these monsters are a little more than my armor and weapons can handle right now. Certainly more than the fairy water can handle. I don't think so. Nobody's like poisoned, right? No, we're good. Oh! When he revives them to full health. I presumed that they would have 1 hit point, like in Dragon Warrior 2. So I went and slept in the inn for nothing. Well, let's go save it. Why not? We're here. By accident. But we're here. What time is it? 4:10. I'm hungry. Someone DoorDash me some snacks. Yeah. You already told me that bit. I'm not hungry. which made me question if I took that gummy or not. That'll do it. These poison toads aren't so bad. The Avenger Ravens and those blue caterpillars were pretty scary. The silkworms or whatever. Which is probably going to be the same stuff I encounter if I go across this bridge over here. Or at least buff stuff like it. Let's go take a peek over the bridge. The Rogue Knight was pretty tough, but there was only one, so it's not so bad. Oof, yeah, 19 damage and 1 attack. That's about as deadly as the Avenger Raven, but actually harder to kill than the Avenger Raven. But only one at a time, so it's not as bad. I see how it is, game. You're gonna let me get all far into the land before you give me ridiculous monsters I can't kill. Madhound, Wild Ape, and Vampire Cat. Am I about to just get totally mauled here? I can attack myself? Let's get out of here. I don't think I can hang with this stuff. Oh, that fairy water ran out super fast. Did the ape have glasses? It kind of does look like he has little specks sitting on the end of his nose there. Ooh. Ow. Oh, Fummel got pummeled. Oh, we better run before... Oh, we don't even have enough mana to... Oh, I just saved it anyway. What am I talking about? They totally look like they have glasses. Let's play something else. I want to play a different game. For now. We'll come back to Dragonware later. I gotta do some grinding and get, you know, buffer to hang with those monsters. What should we play? It's very sudden, very... What's up?
There's a piece of wood on the ground.
Okay, I'm streaming. Let's play Star Tropics. Play some Star Tropics. Look up Pico Park. Just gonna play for a few minutes here. Mickey Dad Rat. Alright, let's get rid of one of these. Now that I have a CRT, I can actually play this game. Because I'm the only person in this house who is capable of cleaning up messes, apparently. So they tell me anytime anybody has made a mess, instead of just cleaning it up. Including when there's a piece of wood on the floor. I imagine what has happened is that Mona has brought a piece of firewood in from the backyard and chewed it up into a bunch of splinters on the floor. So, mess for me to clean up. Beep, beep, beep. Man, I am too hungry. Alright, I don't remember who I'm supposed to talk to. I keep trying to double tap A to open the menu and then hit talk, but this is not Dragonware. This is now Star Tropics. Alright. I know, right? This guy doesn't have hands, though. Look at that. Some bad news, huh? Yeah, my uncle disappeared. He got abducted by aliens. Sure. Give me a yo-yo. Boo-doo, boo. Here, let's update this real quick. He don't got a shirt either. Well, it's too hot on the islands for shirts, I guess. See if I still remember how to beat this game. Your Uncle Dr. Jones is so nice, we call him Dr. J. As in Julius Irving. I don't know if I need to talk up to that little kid up there. Americola? No, I come from Mickey Dad Radicola. No, I guess I don't need to talk to that little kid. Ah, yeah. Okay, I gotta learn how to buffer inputs again. Oh, whoops. I missed it. Oh, I'll take that. Alright, what am I supposed to do here? I think there's a button over here. Wow, I'm sure I'm getting a lot of stars. I haven't even gotten hit yet. That'll work. Actually, I'm supposed to go up here. I think there's maybe a rat here. Now here's good input buffering practice. Boom, 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 boom. Ender Dragon? What Ender Dragon? Oh, in the background there? Or the Boschlo slime? Blah, blah, blah. Are you supposed to kill everything here? I thought maybe I could just kill some bats or something and it would open. Oh, on the slideshow, yeah. You were there. Oh, well, I got a heart refill. I wasn't missing a heart, but I got it refilled anyway. I think this is the one where you... Yeah, that went alright. Here's the snack. Boom, we cheese. Hey. You're supposed to shoot me. Thank you. Cheese it. Boo, 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 boo. I don't know why I'm hungry. I had like a big old lunch. Sarah made me like a nice pasta leftover. It was delicious. And it was huge. Why am I hungry? It was one of the teenagers, not angry. But it sounded like they were like playing a game with John. Or Rocket, excuse me. Running up the stairs together. Boop, 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 boop. Babu's afraid of aliens. Got it. Yeah, I know, right? Said about 18 million times, don't play on the stairs, don't run on the hardwood in socks. Apparently, I gotta tell them 19 million times. They're just still young enough, I guess, that when they fall, they don't feel it for days, so they don't learn their lesson. Wow, yeah. Sit down, Melissa. Chill. Oh, the crop for this game is a little weird. It's got a little black line at the bottom. Whatever. Who cares? Alright, and then we go over here, and we learn the code. Nice. Good, good, good. Man, I want to sit down and eat. Alright, so then she says the bottle's on the ocean or on the shore. Now the bottle appears on the shore. Go get the bottle here. Read the letter. You got a bottle. There's a note in it. Help captured by evil alien. Oh my gosh, this game went off the rails immediately. Captured by evil aliens. No, I don't want to read it again. Whatever. Okay. Now I can dive with the subsea. The submarine can now, you know, be a submarine, not just a closed boat. It can submerge. Sweet. Let's go grab this heart. Secret mountain passage here. So sneak. Oh baby. A bunch of hearts we probably won't need. Boop 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 boop. Beep boopity boop. Okay, we got some fishies. Gotta give them the double whammy. I don't want those bats. I don't need bats. Ah. Oops. Ow. Oh gosh. Maybe I will need those extra hearts. Wow. This is terrible timing. What about those bats? Ha 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 ha. I guess I will get some of those. I didn't want them either, though. Didn't really have a choice in the matter. Little octant thing. Oh gosh. Whoa, that was close. Oh my gosh. Ow! Rude. There, I'll use a bat there. And then I think I use one more later? No, I'm thinking of a different level. You can use one in the fire cave in level in world 3 or stage 3 or whatever. This is just the octo. Oh, I guess you don't need to kill all these bats. I'm playing The Sims and mine just tripped walking. Oh yeah. So it's an accurate representation of yourself. You've successfully made yourself in The Sims, it sounds like. Michelle also walked into my house and opened the fridge. Alright, here's Octo. Let's go, Octo. Come on down. Octo the Huge! Come on down! Wow. Just gonna shoot little pellets all day, huh? Whenever you feel like coming down here. Oh, whoops. I was supposed to use the other one. Yeah, whatever. I'm not even at the house. Where did you trip then? Burp, 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 burp. Ugh. Sidewalk out of a farmer's market. And Michelle capitalized, huh? She fell down at the farmer's market. Now's my chance. Go snatch some of her leftovers. Why am I so hungry? I am ridiculously hungry. Good thing I'm having salad for dinner. That ought to sate me. Yeah, you're welcome. I saved your baby. Well, I guess that was the baby. You're welcome. I saved you. No, I meant in the game. Alright, chapter 3, where the game gets suddenly ridiculously hard for no reason. See if I can still get through that ghost dungeon. Gosh, I never was good at that ghost dungeon. We should fix this crop, huh? Croppity crop, crop, crop. Well, I can't do it while the menu's open. Come on. There we go. There we go. That looks better. It's called Rygar. Whatever. Boop, boop, beep. Oh, there's a lot of dodo coming at me. Oh, we got the winged monkeys. I'll take that, thank you. Not bad. Didn't get hit. Snick. Nerds. Can I get some hearts? Excellent. No! I went over too far. Whoops. Little Mickey dip there. No, come up here, bird. Don't make me walk. Ow. Yeah, that's a little more what I'm used to. Monkeys jumping into me. Ooh. Now I gotta get both of them this time. Oh, the juke! Alright, let's see if we can do this without jumping to our deaths. That's better. Boop-a-doo. Alright, here's Miracola. One of the weirdest bosses in the game, Ms. Miracola. You want to be a sailor too? Never mind. Bananette has been sick. You have to talk to this young woman, and you have to tell her she's the prettiest, even though you just met her. What a weirdo. You met Miss Coral? Tell me which of us is best. You're honest and cute too. Get out of my way. This fella here will refill my health. I'm at full health. That did nothing. Stop drinking coconut milk, you fiend! A coconut fiend. Or a cocoa nut. Nah, that's stupid. Let's pretend I didn't say that. Alright. I'm just hanging out. Let's go talk to the chief here. He can fix submarines, but he can't wake up his daughter. We gotta go talk to the mountain hermit to get a spell. It's so complicated. So convoluted. This game is just silly. I think it was like some kind of sarong. Oh yeah, I gotta go confirm that Banana is indeed asleep. Beep, 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 beep. Yep, she's asleep. Excellent. Confirmed. Can confirm Bananette is sleeping. Zonk. Alright, this is the lava cave. Whatever. I always found the boss of this one to be very difficult for me. Go down one. Oh, gosh. Alright, see if I can remember what's all over here until the lights come on. There we go. Alright, down there's some potions and stuff. I probably don't need those potions, do I? Guess we'll find out. What am I supposed to use this slingshot for? Whoa! Yeah, I'm fine. Alright, down into the lava we go. Ah, turned too soon. I was trying to do the little swag turn, but walked right off the stairs instead. Oh, let's play. +1 life. Nice. Oh gosh. Ah. Ooh. Okay, here we get the little slimy lava monster. I guess they're not slimy, they're lava-y. Where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? Oh, wrong way. Ah. Okay, I can use the bat to buffer here, I think. I don't know if I did that right or not. So far, so good, I guess. No. Don't really know what I'm doing. That seemed to work out alright. Open up door. Poor fella. Just doing his job, and I murdered him. Oh, come on. What? Why did I turn left? I mean, I know why I turned left. Why did I push left on the D-pad is the real question. Alright, now comes the tough one. The ghost one. There's She-Cola, where I will turn into Michelle. Get a heart here. You've got a big heart. Thanks, game. Beep boop 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 beep boop beep boop. Beep beep boop ba doop beep doop beep doop. Alrighty. Alright. Tough dungeon for me. Ooh, dark and scary. Bone doggies. Little mooches here. Ah. Why is it so dark? Oops. I think this is the little, yeah, the ghost revealing rod. Can I kill these? I can. I don't know how to move through that room without getting hit. That's speedrunner nonsense. This one, I think you jump right here. Nope, I jumped too early. I didn't actually. I was gonna jump in the right spot. I just pushed the button at the wrong time. Alright, and then coming up is the dark room with the sinking blocks. Let's see if I can get across it. If I can remember how to do it. I think you buffer one attack on the way in. Ah, gosh, I can't remember which one's blocks and which one's walking, though. I think the first one's walking. Let's find out. Buffered. Oh, I got it. I did it. Can't believe I still remember how to do that. Alright, then we got the hands. Alright. And then creepy nothing room. Just walk away. Ah, mooches. Ow! Wow, they got the zoomies. Got some mummy. Oh no, don't stack up. Rude. Rotten mummies. Well, that'll prove useful. What am I doing? There's no door. Oh, there is a door. It's just so dark I can't see it. Alright, here we got ghosts. And, are there mirrors here? Or are those in the next one? Wade undid the cupboard tie, opened the cupboard, pulled out the mini bagels, and took a bite of each, then came in the office and threw it up, so I knew he had been in there. Way to go, bro. Very slick. Like he just took one bite of one bagel? Or took a bite out of each bagel? Ow. What a rude. Ow. Okay, I want to say this is a real one. Oh gosh, well now it's stacked with a fake one, I think. Oh geez, we got a mummy conga line here. Okay. Oh man. Out of my way. Alright, it's okay. I think I can heal here. There's a ghost in here, right? Mm-hmm. And that ghost will open up a room that has some hearts or a potion or something. Oh, just hearts. That's fine. That'll help me with Maxie. If we can beat Maxie, we'll call it good. We'll end stream there. Because I'm so hungry. And I'll see you in a little bit for Jackbox. Aww. The skulls look so big. Alright, here's Maxie. Munchies kicked in. Got some Subway cookies, chips, and a Slurpee. You didn't get a sandwich? You just got cookies? That's cool. Come back here, dude. Yo. What are you doing over there? Alright, so we killed the boss, so the only thing left to do now is jump in the water and die. Boop. We got it. Alright, Melissa, should we use some bonus radishes, help you get another pair of socks or slippers or whatever it was you wanted? See who's on. While Mike just dies over here, that's cool. Oh, you had the sandwich yesterday. Oh, okay. So that makes more sense now. I'm understanding what's happening here. Gosh, poor Mike. Getting brutally killed over there.
Because you need to start in the dark world, go to the light world.
Alright, we'll just raid GDP. Give him the Mickey Dad raid for me. And I'll see you in a little bit for some Jackbox. Well, like an hour and 15 minutes. Get your bonus radishes. Enjoy.
I've always done
Thanks for stopping by, Melissa. Thanks for hanging out, lurkers. And I'll see everybody sometime later next week. Good night. Good night. Whatever, yeah. Bye.
Oh, is it only Powerball? I thought it was the other way.